Republicans have a huge electoral cliff to climb in order to win the presidency in 2016. Unfortunately, that's what I need to talk about today. You look at the election returns of 2012, and Obama won by about 3 points. So you figure if the Republicans gain 3.5 points over their performance there, that'll be enough for them to win the popular vote and probably the electoral vote. When you look at the state-by-state situation, there is a cliff that separates the easy states from the hard states. And it isn't enough for the Republican to win the easy states. They have to pick up at least one or more of the hard states in order to be able to defeat the Democratic nominee. Here's the math. Romney got 206 electoral votes. Now, there are another 47 electoral votes sitting there, relatively easy to pick up. I mean, if he has any chance, if a Republican has any chance to win it all in 2016, they've got to run 0.9% better in Florida. They lost the state by 0.9%, and 1.9% in Ohio. Well, they can probably do that. I mean, if they have any chance at all, they're going to do that. But that would only bring them up to 253 electoral votes. They could pick up another 13 by carrying Virginia, which they lost last time by 3.0. But when you get past Virginia, they have to win a considerable amount more than the 3 points that Obama beat them by nationally in order to get over the top in the Electoral College. Once they win Romney's states, plus Florida, Ohio, and Virginia, they're still stuck at 266. And you don't get the presidency till you get 271. And from there, on the other side of this cliff, it's daunting terrain. The best pickup likelihood is Colorado, with 9 electoral votes, which Romney lost by 4.7. So Republican has to run 5 points better than they did last time to pick up Colorado. And then you have Pennsylvania with 20 electoral votes that Romney lost by 5.2. Iowa, he lost by 5.6. New Hampshire, 5.8. Nevada, 6.9. And Wisconsin, 7.0. Those are pretty steep numbers. And the Republican nominee in 2016 has got to overcome those numbers and carry at least one of those states. He has to carry Florida, Ohio, and Virginia, and then carry one of Colorado, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Nevada, and Wisconsin. New Hampshire by itself wouldn't be enough. Very daunting Electoral College math. Now, in this context, you got to look at presidential candidates in much the same way that we used to look at vice presidential candidates, which is which candidate brings a big bag of electoral votes to the table. Well, the first two names that suggest themselves are Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio, who presumably would help you carry Florida with 29 electoral votes. But come on, if the Republican nominee doesn't carry Florida, he ain't going anyplace. And Florida by itself doesn't get you the presidency or come even close. Then the next one you look at is John Kasich, the governor of Ohio. But again, the same thing can be said of Ohio. You win Florida and you win Ohio, and you're still short of what you need in order to win this election. You're at 253 electoral votes, not 271. And go down the rest of the other states. And the next time you come to a potential candidate is Scott Walker with Wisconsin's 10 electoral votes. Now, if you carry Florida, Ohio, Virginia, and Wisconsin, bang, you're home free. You get the White House. Now, Wisconsin looks like a hard nut to crack. Obama won it by 7 points. Which of the states he carries makes it the eighth most difficult state for a Republican nominee. But, you know, Walker got elected by a squeaker. He got reelected by a healthy margin, 6 points. And in between, he survived a recall election and a statewide effort to kill a judicial nomination to kill his plan to keep the unions out of the schools. So he's got a pretty good track record in Wisconsin. And that might be a good way to look at his candidacy. The other way to look at it is to say that you want someone who is of an ethnicity that will help you win. And obviously that means Latino. If you run a Latino candidate, it certainly increases your chances of carrying Colorado and Nevada. Either of those states would do it if you're already going to carry Virginia, Florida, and Ohio. And of course, Hispanics would help you in Florida and Ohio too. That would mean Ted Cruz might be good, or Marco Rubio might be good. But in any case, let's keep that electoral math in mind, even though it's pretty scary. Thanks for watching.